Good morning and welcome to Newsfirst Prime Time Sunrise.
Hello there, very good morning and welcome to Newsfirst Prime Time Sunrise with me, Shane Silva. Let's start off with a look at your headlines. Several parts of Colombo to experience a 48-hour water cut tonight. Schools in Aludgama and Beruwala to remain closed today. Kaluthara Education Director says schools can open next week. Prices of vegetables on the increase. And US dispatches 300 military advisors to Iraq. On to your stories in detail now. Kaluthara Education Director AMVP Mudalige states that the schools that were closed due to the unrest that took place in Aludgama and Beruwala could be reopened next week. Mudalige added that the schools would be open once the security situation has been fully assessed.
We were forced to close all schools in the Aludgama and Beruwala areas due to the situation that arose in those areas last week. The recommendations to close the schools were made by the Secretary upon the advice of the police. Accordingly, we held discussions with principals of the schools in those areas and other relevant authorities and decided to close schools until further notice. The schools will be reopened next week once we are satisfied with the security situation in those areas.
The National Water Supply and Drainage Board says that a 48-hour water cut will be in effect in several parts of Colombo from 10 p.m. tonight until 10 p.m. on Sunday due to repair work. The affected areas included the Dehiwala Mount Lavinia Municipal Council area, Soisapura, Mulleriyawa North and Batharamulla Palavatta area. In addition, Colombo 4, 5 and 6 will also experience a water cut. The communique notes that low pressure will also be experienced in the water supply to Colombo 3 and Colombo 7. The water supply will be disrupted in these areas due to the laying of new pipelines close to the proposed Batharamulla-Polduva bridge. Traders say that the prices of vegetables have increased.
The traders of the Dambulla Economic Centre stated that except for pumpkin and radish, the prices of other vegetables have experienced a price hike. When Newsfirst made inquiries with regard to this, Assistant Statistician of the Hector Kubak Kaduwa Agrarian Research and Training Institute, P.D. Lionel, stated that the reason for the increase in the prices of the vegetables was due to the damages caused to crops due to heavy rainfall experienced in the last 2 weeks of April and the first week of May. He stated that a kilogram of beans has increased from 100 rupees to 104 rupees, tomato 130 to 150 rupees, capsicum from 160 to 170 rupees, and the price of green chilies stands above rupees 350. Lionel, however, stated that the prices of vegetables will see a gradual decline within the next 2 months.
A 3-day dengue prevention program will commence today in the Western Province. To elaborate further on the program, we are now joined by the Director of the National Dengue Prevention Unit, Dr. Harshita Tissera. Good morning, Doctor.
Good morning, Shane. Over the last several months, due to the weather conditions, there is an increasing trend of dengue transmission, particularly within Western Province. Colombo, Gampaha and Kaluthara districts have been particularly affected. In this situation, there was a special dengue presidential task force meeting held last week, patronaged by His Excellency the President, where they decided to have a special operation in order to curtail this situation immediately. An emergency program has been executed starting today, spilling over to tomorrow and day after tomorrow. That's 20th, 21st and 22nd, covering the entire Western Province in about 80 Grama Niladhari divisions. There will be participation of health personnel, personnel from the armed forces, that is the Sri Lanka Army, Air Force and Navy, and police personnel. They will visit premises within the Colombo district, Gampaha district and Kalutara district, and together with the community they will inspect for potential dengue breeding places, and they will eliminate these places in conjunction with the support of the community. The visiting teams will come equipped with an identity card, so please allow officers who will be visiting your premises today, tomorrow and day after tomorrow wearing this ID card, and allow them to inspect your premises both within and outside. And if they find that the premises is free of dengue breeding, that is no mosquito breeding places are identified or potential breeding places are identified, you will be given a sticker, a green sticker that will indicate that you are free of dengue breeding for the next 2 weeks. So please try to help the officers who will be visiting your premises in order to paste this sticker on your wall, so that this indicates that you are free of dengue breeding over the next 2 weeks. I think this is a very important endeavor where the community will have to play a major role in order to support this endeavor and remain dengue free for the next few months.
Thank you, Dr. Tisera, for joining us this morning. A schoolgirl was killed in an accident that took place in the Balalla area along the path near Anuradhapura Road. According to the police, the accident occurred when the bicycle the girl was travelling on collided with a bus. The deceased, who was returning home from a tuition class at the time of the accident, succumbed to injuries upon admission to the Mahava District Hospital. The victim has been identified as a grade 6 student of the Navodaya UB Vandinayaka College and a resident of Balalla. The driver of the bus has been arrested while police investigations are underway. Leader of the Janaseta Peramuna, Venerable Battaramulle Sila Ratanathera, participated in a meeting in Kandy yesterday.
There are ministers in every corner of this country. However, has there been any benefit from these ministers? The executive is required to carry out all the work of these ministers.
Luis Suarez left England on the brink of a World Cup exit as his double strike gave Uruguay victory in Sao Paulo, while Colombia beat Ivory Coast 2-1 to secure their second win in the tournament in Group C. Roy Hodgson's side face Costa Rica in their final game next Tuesday and will need to win in Belo Horizonte, in addition to hoping Italy beat the other two teams in the group. However, if Italy fail to beat Costa Rica today, then England's exit from the World Cup will be confirmed before their last group match.
Liverpool striker Suarez was making his return after a month out following knee surgery, and it proved to be bad timing for England and manager Roy Hodgson, as his brilliance was the difference in a fiercely fought encounter. Suarez, who underwent knee surgery 4 weeks ago and did not feature in the opening game defeat by Costa Rica, gave Uruguay the lead 6 minutes before half-time when he headed Edinson Cavani's cross beyond Joe Hart. Cavani wasted a golden chance to increase Uruguay's lead early in the second half, and Rooney was then denied by Fernando Muslera before the Manchester United striker drew England level with 15 minutes left. England's tails were up, but with 5 minutes left, Gerrard flicked on a long ball into the path of his club colleague Suarez, who thumped his shot beyond Hart. Colombia made it 2 wins from 2 games in Group C after second half goals from James Rodriguez and Juan Fernando Quintero to secure a 2-1 victory over Ivory Coast in Brasilia. Colombia, who beat Greece in their opening game, took the lead on 64 minutes when Cuadrado curled in a corner and Rodriguez parred a header past Barry. Just 6 minutes later, Colombia increased their lead when Gutierrez slipped in Quintero to finish past Barry for his first international goal after Rodriguez had pinched possession. Ivory Coast replied on 73 minutes through Gervinho's fine individual effort, but Colombia held out to stand on the brink of a place in the knockout rounds.